Hi everyone, this is Mr. Lim again. So finally, I would like to introduce you the discriminant. We do not call it b squared minus 4ac actually, we call it the discriminant. So for a quadratic equation, y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, if the discriminant is greater than 0, we can see that this quadratic equation has two real roots or two solutions. They are the same thing. If the discriminant is less than 0, we will say this quadratic equation has no real roots or no solution. If the discriminant is equal to 0, then the quadratic equation consists of one root, or sometimes it is called a repeated root, or sometimes it is called there's only one solution. All right. So let's try this question. You need to identify the nature of the roots. So be careful, this question doesn't actually ask you to find the roots. It asks you to determine the nature of the roots. So what does it mean? So this question actually asks you whether this quadratic equation, without sketching a graph, without determining the roots, tell me whether they are two real roots, one root, or no roots. Okay? So we can use the discriminant to identify um, whether this quadratic equation has one root, two roots, or no roots. So let's determine the discriminant. So B is 11, C is 2, and sorry, A is 2 and C is 5. So we have 121 minus 40. So 121 minus 40, which is 81, right? So since the discriminant is greater than 0, y has two real roots. Okay, this is how you should write, how you should present the answer. All right, let's try this question. Okay, you have a quadratic equation. You have to determine the nature of the roots. Okay, so the first question, you are asked to determine the nature of the root. Okay, so you have to determine the discriminant. So question A, you have to find the discriminant. So b squared minus 4ac. So your b is 2. So you got 4 minus 4 times negative 1 times 3 times c. So you have 4 plus 12. So you got 16. So because your discriminant is greater than 0, they are two real roots. Okay, two real roots. Okay, so after you have determined the nature of the roots, then because you say from your calculation, you say there are two real roots, and then the question asks you to determine the roots. So how to determine the roots? You can use factorization, or you can use quadratic formula, or completing square. So in this case, I use the quadratic formula because I have already got the discriminant, right? So I use the quadratic formula. So I have x equal to negative b plus minus square root 16 over 2 times negative 1. So I got negative 2 plus minus 4 over negative 2. So if I simplify this, I should get negative 1 and 3. Okay, x equal to negative 1 or x equal to negative 3. So these two are the roots. Okay, so with this, I have completed question A. Next, you are asked to find the turning point. The turning point meaning the max or the mean by using completing squared. So question B, I hope you still remember the formula to get completing squared form. So y equal to negative x plus b over 2, right? Plus c minus b squared over 4a, so negative 4. Okay, so you get negative x minus 1 squared plus 3 minus 1. So you get negative x minus 1 squared plus 2. The leading coefficient is negative, so we have a set face or an N-shaped curve. So we have a maximum point. This maximum point is located at 1 and 2. All right, so make sure you answer the question. And question C, you are asked to find the y-intercept. So y-intercept is when x is equal to 0, right? So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3. So this is the y-intercept. And finally, you have to sketch the curve. Please do not sketch your graph on a graph paper. Okay, you do not need a graph paper for a sketch diagram. So just sketch on a rough paper. Okay, so you have the roots located at negative 1 and 3. And then you have the maximum point located at 1 and 2. So let's say, yeah, this is the maximum point. And then negative 1 and 3. So the graph supposed to be look like this. Okay, so make sure you label everything. So my everything means the maximum point. This is 2, this is 1. And this root is 1. This root is 3. Sorry, this is negative 1. Okay, as well as the y-intercept. The y-intercept is 3, right? So with this only you can get full marks for this question. Okay, so there's one more question here. So I would like you to do this on your own. So again, if you do have any question, please talk to your teacher. All right. Thank you very much and see you. Bye bye.